Airborne March. The Airborne March is the annual Dutch commemorative event in remembrance of the Battle of Arnhem in September 1944 that began in 1947 and always takes place on the first Saturday in September at Oosterbeek near Arnhem in the Netherlands. Just over 34,800 people took part in the 68th edition of the march in 2014. The march is one of several events attended by veterans, living relatives, soldiers, and British Army cadets plus RAF and air cadets from the United Kingdom together with Dutch military, police, and civilians to commemorate the 1750 British and Polish soldiers and airmen who lost their lives at the Battle of Arnhem during the Second World War and who are buried. The march is also meant to remind one and all, especially the post-war generations, of the sacrifices man was ready to make for the restoration of democracy. In 1947, the Police Sports Association Renkum organized the Airborne Walk for the first time to honor those who fought for our freedom and during the September days in 1944 in and around Oosterbeek and Arnhem. Over 2,000 participated in this first march, so it was a success from the beginning. Later the event was named Airborne March with the permission of Major General Roy Urquhart, CBDSO, commander of the 1st Airborne Division, whereby the Pegasus emblem could be used by the organization. From the beginning, the net revenues of the Airborne March are used to enable veterans and next of kin with poor means to come over to the Netherlands and attend the annual airborne commemorations in and around Arnhem. As of 2011, other charities are supported provided that they are in accordance with the ideology of the Airborne March and comply with the policies, rules, and regulations. The Airborne March has 4 distances: 10, 15, 25, and 40 km. The longest distance is for individuals only. The routes lead you through the woods of the Veluwezoom and the municipality of Renkum and the great views over the River Rhine. Over 17 nationalities participate in this march every year, individuals as well as groups. The groups normally choose the longer distances. It is organized every year at the Sports Park Hartenstein in Oosterbeek, just beyond the Airborne Museum, the former Hartenstein Hotel, which was used as Divisional HQ by Major General Roy Urquhart CBDSO at the time of the battle. The routes lead past the most important wartime locations in the Oosterbeek area: the former Hartenstein Hotel, which was the Divisional HQ at the time of the battle and is now the Airborne Museum; the Airborne Cemetery, where over 1,700 British and Polish soldiers are buried; the drop zones on the Jinkel Heath near Ed; the vast woods of the Bilderberg, where troops fought a hard battle; the drop and landing zones of Wolfhes, Renkum, Heelsum, and Jinkel Heath near Ed; the old church where troops gathered during the retreat. At least 10,000 British Army, Air Force, and Navy cadets have attended in the last 25 years and have experienced battlefield tours and many other educational events during their stay. In 2016, the march celebrated its 70th Jubilee edition, and 36,191 participants from more than 20 countries joined. This was a new record. In 2020, the march was cancelled for the first time in its existence due to COVID-19 measures. In 2021, the march was cancelled again for the same reason as in 2020. Pictures.